Chuck, we turn your attention to Saturday's game at home against a Wingate Bulldog team that has been on a win one, lose one stretch here over the last little bit, coming off of a big 10-point win over a then second-place Anderson team at home, as we talk about this on Monday evening. As talented a team as there is in the South Atlantic Conference, how much improvement have you seen from Wingate, at least on tape, from when you took a win from them 80-72 back to start January?
Well, we've done some advanced scouting on them, and I've had a chance to even watch their game with Anderson at Wingate. I think they're much improved. They've got a really, really good front line. Deion Thurman, Jeff Parker, Ryan Day is one of the best scoring guards in our league. Xavier Griffin, their point guard, is young, but he's tough and physical and just has a big-time motor. I think they'll come in here with revenge on their minds, and I think Saturday will be an absolute war. They're tough defensively. They give you nothing easy. They're physical. They rebound the ball. They've got sort of an inside-out offense approach. And, of course, I mean, they've been in the NCAA tournament, the last 2 years? Mm-hmm. So there's a sound team that when it gets to February, they're thinking postseason and how they can advance. So every game is critical to them. And we did get a win down there earlier, but that means nothing. You can throw that out. This will be the best we've got to have a chance.
How much growth have you seen from the likes of Isaiah Cureton and Jeff Parker?
Cureton's he's a wild man. He gets there and competes. He's always in the mix, puts his nose in it. Another one of the freshmen in particular, Dominguez, I think is one that's really stepped up. He can shoot the three. I think he's shooting 39 or 40% from the three. And both of them are in that 6'4" range, really athletic. You just know when you're a freshman, every week by week you're getting better. And the improvement they've made in a month, to me, is substantial, And you've still got, like I said, you've still got Thurman, Day in particular. Those guys are all conference guys, and these freshmen coming into their own. I mean, one, if not two of those guys are going to be all freshman team members. So they're going to be serious. They have we've never beaten them here. I don't think we've beaten them at Holt. So we're not – Holt's been good to us this year, but that's our next game in Holt, and like I said, he'll take our best.
You beat me to the stat. So is it weighing that much on your mind, a home game against Wingate?
I remember these things, some of these things. Not a lot of them. I remember some of them, and that one's one that's been in my mind for a while. Yeah.
What stands out to you about their offense? Has anything changed about it over the last month with that powerful front line?
I think those the others, the freshmen, the younger kids, are starting to get into sort of a they're giving something to it. It's not just a Day and Thurman. It's those other kids that are helping more. I mean, sort of similar to us, I think, in some ways. Now, everybody knows Ish and Antoine are going to do their thing. But then Sawyer Williams, Carson Brooks, Jared Johnson, these other guys are now starting to produce at a higher rate. And so I think there's a lot of comparisons there, a lot of parallels.
A team that does very well on the glass, out-rebounding teams by a little more than 7, and especially Turman, who's averaging a double-double. You took LMU out of its rebounding edge when you played them. Can you do that again against Wingate?
It'll be tough. Maybe the difference, Wingate may be willing to shoot the three ball quicker than LMU, but both had exceptional front lines. Both very, very stingy defensively. Both rebound well. There are a lot of similarities between the two. Really are a lot of similarities. Both well coached. But again, Wingate may be willing to pull that three ball trigger quicker than LMU was.
How impressive are they defensively? For a time, led the nation in defensive field goal percentage. In fact, when you hit 46% of your shots against them back on January 4th, it was the highest field goal percentage that they had allowed to that point. What do they do defensively that's so problematic?
Well, they're great on the ball. You know, they they do a great job of helping one another. They play team defense. You don't get high percentage shots near the rim because they're big, they sort of just eat that paint up. You can throw it in there. You can drive in there. You can get in there some, but then you got to get the shot off and then not block it, or you can get a highly contested shot off and they're going to rebound it. They've just got they've got athleticism, quickness, a defensive identity, toughness. They got everything you want to be really good defensively, and that's where they're at. I mean, I think they're better now defensively than they were when we played them. Even though maybe their numbers don't necessarily say that, I can see an improvement, especially in their containment. I think they're doing a better job containing the ball now, maybe than we played them earlier.
They forced Chandler Hash. Hash has a 27-point game, but 12 of those come from the free throw line for Anderson, but he forced 3 of 14 from the field, 6 of 20 from 3 of 14 from three-point lane, 6 of 20 from the field. How do you avoid them allowing them to harass Ish Sanders and Antoine Davis out on the perimeter?
We talk to our guys all the time about playing, don't play backwards. And what we mean by that is when people pressure you, there's only one response, and that is to fight back. The farther defenses get away from protecting that paint, protecting that rim, we feel like it makes it a little bit easier for us, because now we have a chance to penetrate that paint with a cut, with a pass, with a drive. And so we embrace the pressure. We embrace the pressure, and we'll have a scheme in place come Saturday that we feel like will give us the best opportunity to make those attacking, knifing moves towards the paint. And then, of course, you can make all the moves and attack all you want. You still got somebody actually puts the basketball into the basket. And hopefully we got some guys that'll be ready to do that come Saturday.